She left her phone unlocked. I found a body count list with 23 names. Mine was number 22. I'm Marcus, 31M. 3 days ago, I found out exactly who I was dating and what kind of person she really is. Grace, 26F, and I had been together for 8 months, met through friends at a barbecue. She was funny, charming, and seemed grounded. Maybe a little too flirty, but I brushed it off. That was my first mistake. Last Sunday started like any other. She came over, we watched Netflix, ordered takeout, just a lazy weekend day. Around 3 p.m., she got a call from her sister, something about moving furniture, an emergency. She rushed out, kissed me goodbye, and forgot her phone on my coffee table. I wasn't planning to snoop, but about an hour later, the phone started blowing up. Non-stop texts from a group chat called Girls' Night Secrets. Previews on the screen said things like, "Girl, you are wild. I can't believe you actually did it. Your boyfriend has no idea. LOL. Curiosity got the better of me. The phone was unlocked. What I saw next made my stomach drop. At the top of the chat was a body count list. 23 names, dates next to each. My name was number 22, from 8 months ago when we first hooked up. At first, I thought it had to be a joke, but then I scrolled down and saw Grace's latest message. Just added lucky number 23 last night while my boyfriend slept. Josh from the gym finally came through. Took him long enough. LOL. Her friend Megan replied, "Wait, while Marcus was in the next room? Yep, he sleeps like the dead. Told him I was going to the bathroom. Josh was waiting in his car. They kept laughing about how clueless I was, how I paid for everything, how my family adored her. To them, I was Marcus the ATM, the boring boyfriend who's too trusting." There were screenshots of Tinder matches, flirty photos, play-by-play recaps of hookups, 8 months together, and I was apparently part of a running tally. I wanted to explode, but instead I decided to get even, quietly. Grace's family is the definition of traditional. Her dad, Robert, is an old-school military man. The family hosts Sunday lunches. Her parents, grandparents, uncles, even their priest. Grace always played the sweet, innocent daughter act around them. That gave me an idea. I took screenshots of everything, the list, the group chat, the insults, and sent them to myself. Then I waited. At 6 p.m., Grace came back, panicked. "Marcus, have you seen my phone?" I played dumb. "Yeah, it's on the table." She grabbed it, saw the screen, went pale, but she couldn't say anything without admitting what was on it. I acted normal all week, smiled, texted, made plans for the next family lunch. She thought she was in the clear. Then Sunday came. Her family's big colonial house was packed. Everyone was there in Cree, including Father Martinez, their priest. We sat down to eat. Grace was laughing, playing perfect daughter, when I pulled out my phone. "Oh, weird," I said. "Someone just sent me an email. Says it's about Grace." Everyone turned to look. Robert asked to see it. I handed him my phone. On the screen, the body count list. His face went from confusion to rage in seconds. "What the hell is this?" he asked. The table fell silent. Janet, her mom, gasped. Grandma nearly fainted. "Grace Marie," Robert said quietly. "Would you like to explain this?" Grace tried to deny everything. Claimed it was fake, but Robert scrolled further, right into the messages about cheating on me while I was asleep. That did it. The entire family erupted. Janet cried. Her sister Emma asked what a body count was. 3 adults shushed her. Robert demanded answers, shouting that Grace had disgraced their family. I stayed silent, eating my potato salad. Then I asked one question. "Grace, is Josh from the gym on that list?" She froze. Her silence was all the confirmation Robert needed. Her father's voice shook with anger. "You brought men into our family's life while lying to all of us?" Her mother ordered her to go upstairs. She looked around, desperate for someone to defend her. No one did. I smiled and gave her a small wave as she ran off crying. After lunch, Robert walked me to my car. "Marcus, I'm so sorry," he said. "We had no idea." "It's not your fault," I told him. "Better now than after a wedding." He nodded. "You're a good man. She didn't deserve you." By the time I got home, Grace had called a dozen times. I ignored everyone. Update 1, 2 days later. Grace's meltdown has been dramatic. The messages went through every stage of grief. Sunday night. "Please, Marcus, I can explain." Monday morning. "You had no right to go through my phone." Monday afternoon. "I'll delete every number, I'll change gyms, I'll do anything." Tuesday. "You're destroying my life over jokes." Then came her friend Megan. "We were just goofing around, it wasn't serious." "Girl talk about 23 guys?" I asked. "Okay. When you put it like that." Even Josh, the gym guy, called me. "She told me you two were casual." "Sure she did," I said. "She keeps a list." "You're number 23. He was stunned. Later texted me saying he'd confronted her, and she admitted everything. Grace's younger sister Emma even messaged me on Instagram. "I'm so sorry about my sister. You didn't deserve that. I hope you find someone better." Smart kid. Way more mature than Grace. Meanwhile, Grace's reputation was in freefall. Her work, gym, and friend group all found out. She tried showing up at the gym and was basically shunned. Karma moves fast. Update 2. 1 week later. Grace showed up at my apartment Thursday night, crying outside my door for 20 minutes until the neighbor threatened to call management. Friday, she sent flowers to my office, straight into the trash. Saturday, she ambushed me outside the gym. "Marcus, we need to talk." "No, we don't. You can't just ignore me forever." I wasn't the one seeing 23 other people. She broke down, begging, saying she'd change, quit the gym, do anything. I told her, "You don't love me. You loved what I provided. The dinners, the image, the comfort. You never loved me. I left her crying in the parking lot. Within a week, her life imploded. She got fired from her job. Bad for client relations, apparently. Her gym membership was revoked after she caused multiple scenes. Her parents stopped speaking to her. Even her mom deleted every photo of her from social media and posted a quote about children who disappoint. Ouch. Final update. 6 weeks later. Grace's life is officially wrecked by her own choices. She got kicked out of her parents' house after sneaking another guy in at 2 a.m. Now she's living with Jessica, the other girl from the group chat, and that's going terribly. No job, barely paying rent, constant fights. Even her best friend Megan distanced herself. Apparently, keeping a body count trophy list was too much even for her. A couple of weeks ago, Grace tried one last time, waiting outside my office. Said she was in therapy now, that she'd changed. I told her, good. Change for yourself, not for me. What you did wasn't a mistake. It was who you chose to be. And that was that. Now, I'm dating someone new, Sarah, a nurse, grounded, kind, and honest. She doesn't have a trophy list, and that's all I really needed. The real revenge wasn't humiliating Grace. It was letting her destroy herself, and just by being who she truly was. She wanted to keep score. Now everyone knows exactly what her score is. Game over.